We could talk about all the sexual misconduct stuff that's been going on.
Oh my god, don't get me started on that. What the fuck is going on with the world, by the way? What the fuck? Literally, Al Franken, Louis C.K.
Both people who I
He looked up to them. Now he's like, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, easy. I still have a couple of role models that are like above them.
Bill Burr.
Yeah, but, yeah, the Al Franken one. Here's the thing. In terms of what's been happening with the Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey.
Oh god.
You have to admit, and
let's get Spacey.
I'm just gonna say it. You have to admit that the Al Franken, for sure, and there's a debate for the Louis C.K. thing. Those two weren't as bad as the Harvey Weinstein and the Kevin Spacey thing.
Oh no,
the Harvey Weinstein and the Kevin Spacey, it was either rape or attempted rape.
No, yeah, there's a difference between sexual assault and then sexual misconduct.
Right.
Right. There's that, or like sexual assault and sexual harassment. Sexual assault actually means you touched a body.
Now the issue with the Al Franken story is, according to the accuser, I
mean,
what's her name?
Oh, Luann Tweeden.
Tweeden. Is it Leanne? Leanne Tweeden.
Leanne Tweeden.
Leanne Tweeden, according to her, Al Franken forcibly kissed her. But according to Al Franken, it was a rehearsal for a scene.
And he remembers it differently.
Right, so we don't know.
But either
way...
here's
the thing. If it was a forceful kiss, then that's assault.
That's assault. But either way, they have photo proof that he assaulted her.
Yeah,
he touched her tits.
That's true.
He has a photo touching her tits. That's an assault. While Louis C.K.
But then it was interesting because listen. I don't know if it's just because I'm a huge comedy fan, but you can see in his face.
He was like.
He was intending it to be hilarious, and it wasn't. It was a joke that just didn't land.
It's like a hit and miss.
It was a joke that just didn't land.
If you consider that a joke,
it's like when Bill Maher said the N-word. Do you remember that or not?
Yeah, but
do you remember the joke? Do you remember the sentence?
I forget. No, I don't remember.
I'm not going to say the word, but he said. So he was interviewing a senator or something, right? Yeah. And he was running in his campaign. It was in the middle of his campaign, and Bill Maher, I guess, liked him, so he endorsed him. And he said, and the guy said, "Oh, we'd love to have you come out and work in the fields with us." But that's not what he meant. He just said, work out in the field. You know what I mean? Get outside, work out in the field with us. And then Bill Maher took it there and said, "Senator, please, I'm a house N-word."
Okay, I can see why he was trying to make it a joke, but you can't just say that.
It just didn't land.
You're taking a word that was so dehumanizing, kind of like using the word, sorry for using these words, but use the idea of sped or the idea of faggot, right?
The thing about those two words in comparison to the N-word is
dehumanizing. It's
dehumanizing, but the N-word isn't. I mean, this is a fact. It's not dehumanizing anymore.
It's not, exactly.
People use it. Friends call it to each other. It's used in music. It's it's all that. It's that whole thing.
Yeah.
Where the words that you just said, they're clearly insults. Still.
I mean, we've talked about going off of what Bill Burr has said before.
About when he was out playing hockey, and then his friend knocked him over or something. He was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then it just reflex. He said to his friend, it was a personal thing. He said, "Ah, yeah, you fag." Yeah. And it just comes out because, this is what he said. It came out just because it's making fun of the fact that two men can't have that kind of moment where I cared about you. I was worried about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he went on to say, and again, this is a Bill Burr joke. I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
But he said, that's why middle-aged men are dropping dead at age 45 because they can't admit that a puppy's cute. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It's just it's not really as so much as the word faggot. It's just. It's the fact that guys can't be sentimental to other guys. You know
that's literally the conversation that we were having earlier, a couple days ago, about the idea of the International Men's Day and how you're
yeah. It's so annoying.
You're agreeing with me.
What?
Bill Burr's agreeing with me.
What?
That guys can't be sentimental. That guys can't be emotional.
No, it's different.
Oh my god. No, it's not.
No.
Fuck off.
Hold on. I was talking about the International Day of Men thing or whatever it was. I was talking about how men can't be or they were talking about, oh, it's men, it's okay to be emotional. I know it's okay to be emotional.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with the fact that that is what's connotated with International Men's Day.
Oh, I know. But no, this is what we were talking about. Like, we were talking about how, like, International Men's Day should be about men's history and just really historical figures. Male historical figures. That's the word, John. Male, Jesus.
Right.
But as I was said before, and I will say again, this year specifically, it was just a big topic in terms of male stereotypes, in terms of like how the idea that men can't cry. Obviously, you know that you can, but there are people, you know, all over the world that say they like to men saying like you can't cry, be a man, grow a pair. You know what I mean?
Romanticizing struggle, I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous as well.
I think it's ridiculous. Everyone has their own struggle. Stop romanticizing the struggle of others.
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, wait, before we just wrap this up, do you remember the like, we both have asthma. Remember this?
Good, go on. I don't know.
Yeah, like, we both have asthma, and we have, on multiple occasions, both of us have, like, used our inhaler. Okay, first off, disclaimer. We fucking wish we didn't have asthma. It fucking sucks, okay?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. I hate it. I hate having asthma. I would love to be able to run down the block and not have my lungs fucking closing in and me almost not being able to breathe, right? So, like, every time, I feel as though every time I use the inhaler, or, like, he does, or I'm, like, trying to, like, catch my breath, right? Everyone, like, I've gotten, like, on multiple occasions, like, dude, same. You know what I mean? Like, I totally know. I get it. Dude. We're the same, man. I got you, homie. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And also, you know, it's interesting about that. You know what gets me really mad is when people
it's like, okay.
when people tell me oh God, I wish I had broken a bone.
Oh yeah, I've never broken a bone and I'm so happy about it. But it's like I want to feel how it feels to have broken a bone. What is wrong with you? It's like you why do you want the pain? You're lucky that you haven't. I'm lucky that I haven't broken a bone. He's broken a bone. He's broken his toe. Right?
No, I've broken not the outer portion though. I've broken like the inner portion because the toe goes all the way down to the ankle.
Oh, so you broke it like here.
I basically broke like an inner metatarsal area.
Okay, yeah. I've never broken a bone. I've just bruised a lot of bones. I used to bruise my bones.
I've broken a bone, broken a foot.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Broken a finger.
Yeah.
And I've had 2 knee surgeries.
Yeah.
They're not fun.
No, yeah, I'm glad to say that I've only had 1 surgery. And my wisdom
and when people say things like, "Oh, I wish I've broken a bone," or "I wish I've blah blah blah," it can get someone who's broken a bone or has gone through something that you say you wish you went through. It can get them really freaking mad. Dude. I've just recovered from a knee surgery.
Yeah.
I've had probably 2 people come up to me or text me or something and say, "Oh God, I wish I've gone through. I wish I've had a surgery. I wish I've had to have a surgery before." You have no idea how mad I got.
Yeah.
You have no idea how mad I got.
Yeah.
Because, like, do you understand what I'm freaking going through right now?
Yeah.
It sucks.
No, yeah, I can't even imagine someone going through, like, because as sucky as your surgery was, it was like...
Minor.
It was a minor surgery. It was
just... There are people that are going through, and that will go through, things so much worse than what I went through.
Yeah, because comparing to your surgery, it was a very minor surgery.
Right. Yeah.
Was there going to be something as simple, like something incredibly major, like for example, like a heart transplant?
Well, even with knee surgeries are relatively a big deal. But mine was probably the most minor knee surgery you can have. Okay. A meniscus repair is relatively straightforward. You know, things like ACLs, it's a longer recovery. Things like a patellar tendon, it's a real big functional issue. And then you have the big knee replacements, arthritis issues.
Yeah.
That's, you know, a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Total knee repair where everything's torn. But you know, but then again, every surgery has the risk of, you know, ending your life. So at the end of the day, all surgeries are a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to get cut open.
Yeah.
You know. And so when people say, you know, especially to someone like me who was going through a surgery or who was recovering from a surgery, "Oh, dude, I wish I could go through a surgery." But you don't wish you could go through recovery. Yeah. But you don't wish you can go through taking all the meds. But you don't wish you can go through going through all the physical therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they want the struggle, but they don't want the consequences that come from the struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish I was street smart. But you don't wish you had to walk home late at night alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, dude, I wish I could, you know, live in cheap house, so I didn't have to pay a lot of money. But I don't wish that I was living in a bad neighborhood where every night, you know, I could get, I was at the risk of going mugged or getting burglarized.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? So people pick and choose.
No, yeah. Concluding statements, everybody! What's your final thought?
Stop romanticizing struggle. Live your own life.
I agree. Don't try to be anything else that you're not.
Basically.
The more you know, the star in the rainbow. No, yeah, I totally agree. Just, like, don't try to feel pain and struggle that some other people have to go through, because you're gonna end up either insulting someone or just making yourself look stupid.
There's gonna be people who are gonna watch this and they're gonna say, "Oh, but it's good to be curious."
No.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to be curious. It's not good to be stupid.
It's not good to be stupid. It's not too good to be offensive for other people. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that if at the end of the day, it's good to be curious. It's good to want to know how it is, you know, in someone else's shoes, right?
Yeah, in terms of empathetic, of course.
Right, but it's a completely different thing when you begin to romanticize something that isn't supposed to be romanticized. When something that clearly isn't pleasant, is turned into something that's aesthetically cool, or it's
hardships, right?
Like you know, we've already said enough examples, so I'm not gonna add another one.
Yeah.
But it's just that. It's just that.
Yeah.
Live your life. And, yeah.
There's nothing else to it, everybody.